Check, 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 check. Check, check. Are we live? We are live. Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl, Jay. It is Saturday night, and we are live. That's right. Welcome to JSpot Live, where I cover women's basketball and mainly the week. So I'm recapping week 14 in the WNBA. So we're going to talk about it. We got some exciting stuff to talk about. You know, if y'all watch the games today, not so exciting, but last week we had some games. So, hey Tulip, what's going on? I gotta go get my dogs. They're in there. I gotta go get them. I'll be right back. Tulip, let the people know. I'll be right back if they come rolling in. But I'll be right back, y'all. Talk amongst yourself, whoever pops up, all right? All right, I'm back up in here. Sorry. That took a little longer than I thought. It is a Saturday. We'll see who pops up. Hopefully, some of y'all will be a part of the replay gang and y'all will leave me comments like y'all normally do. I would greatly appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the show. So y'all know how we do it. We're going to go ahead and do a recap of the week. Let me get my thing teed up here. I was having some technical difficulties. I'm missing some of my slides because they don't want to act right. The internet is being internety and it ain't working right. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into it. So last Friday, we're starting on Friday the 15th, and we're going through Thursday, which would have been the 21st. That is week 14. So Friday games, we had the did I say Friday the 15th? Oh, that's why. I'm like, why? I know more than the Aces played on the 15th. Okay, Friday the 15th, we had Washington taking on Indiana, right? Washington won 88-44. Now, for Indiana, we had Aaliyah Boston had 20 points, 9 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell, 14 points. Natasha Howard, 11 points. Odyssey Sims coming off the bench, 11 points. And Dantas off the bench with 10 points. Sorry. It's a wild house happening over here that y'all can't see behind this camera. Um, as far as Washington now, Sony Citron was the leading scorer, 21 points. Kiki Iriafin had a double, 18 points, 12 rebounds. Suge Sutton had 13, and AC coming off the bench had 11 points and 4 rebounds. Washington took on Indiana and beat them. Now, Indiana was on a little roll for a minute, but it's only so. Not I don't say only so far. Kelsey Mitchell has been doing a lot for that team, and so sometimes if she is not the primary scorer, they struggle a little bit. But they also had a lot of injuries as well. I don't want to like sideline any injuries. They are missing all their point guards. I think the last person that got hurt was what was it? Sophie Cunningham got hurt. So they're going through what they're going through. It is what it is. All teams have been going through injuries. It's just a crazy year for injuries. It seems like. I think someone did some research and they found that really this year has been crazy for injuries, more so than any other year that they've had in the WNBA. So speedy recovery to those that's been hurt. Tulip says, wow, Friday had 4 great games. Trust the sky to stop it being 5. Hey, Tulip, hush. Big girl is here. What's going on, big girl? So yes, we're going to the the Sky Golden State Valks. Do I remember this game? What happened in this game? Let me see. Who we were led by Rachel Bannum's 15 points. So that tells the story right there. We didn't have Angel wasn't back yet. Okay, Angel wasn't back yet. So we had Big Mama Rach gave us 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Camilla, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. E Will, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And then that was it for our team. I will add in, I just want to say the bigs have been doing their thing for Chicago, and it's always been the case. We just can't get our guards to participate, but I'm not going to dig that deep into it right now. I just want to say that. Golden State, Xander Lassini, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Salon, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Tip had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. What are you doing? Hold on, my dog is about to knock my other dog off the couch. Being a bully. And then you had Repair. Is that how you say her name? Ileana Repair. 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists coming off the bench. The bottom line when it comes to Chicago and winning or losing games, It's simply we cannot defend. Um, we can't defend the three. And at any given moment, if someone decides they want to go on a streak of shooting threes, there's nothing we can do about it. So that's really all it is. I mean, let me see. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. I remember. We were like, I think within 2 points going into halftime and literally lost it. We went from being down two, maybe, if I remember correctly, to being down 20. And then it was a wrap. And then next thing you know, we 40 points down. And it is what it is. My Chicago Sky. I'm stick beside them though. Then we had LA taking on Dallas. This was a really good game. This came down to 1 point. It was 97-96. The Sparks won. This was Paige Becker's 29 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. Maddie Sechrist, 15 points. JJ Quinterly off the bench, 11 points. Zaza James, 10 points coming off the bench. But they couldn't hold off Kelsey Plum and the team. Kelsey Plum had 28 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 20 points. Hamby had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Rakia had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Azare, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Alaman, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists. Everybody was in double figures that was a starter. That was crazy. This is not the game. This is not the game where Kelsey hit the winning thing, is it? That's when that's when Paige went for 44. She went crazy. This was just a fun game to watch because it was going down to the wire. We thought Dallas was going to get it, and yeah, it just didn't happen for them. Tulip says it was a blowout until Dallas made the fourth quarter fight back. Yep. Too little too late though. Too little too late. Up next, we had Seattle taking on Atlanta. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, right? We're in the playoff race, playoff hunt. Even though we have teams that will not make the playoffs, Dallas, Connecticut, Chicago will not make the playoffs. LA, Washington's not mathematically out of it. LA is really close to being in it. And then the only team that is for sure going to already has a spot is Minnesota. That means mathematically no other team yet has won enough to say that they for sure can stay in the playoffs because the playoff race is hot. So any of these teams, any of these top 9, 8 teams, it's really, really tight in these standings. So watching Seattle and Atlanta, that was also a great game with big implications because, Seattle was sitting at 8th. So if they had continued to lose like they were losing, they could have fallen right out of playoff contention. As of right now, I believe they're still in it. But they did what needed to be done by winning and beating Atlanta. So for Atlanta, we had Ryan Howard, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Which this wasn't the game. Hold on, let me see. How many threes? No, that wasn't the game. Oh, that was the last time we talked when Ryan Howard went crazy. Brianna Jones, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Alicia Gray, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And then you had BG with 10 points coming off the bench, 3 rebounds as well. On the Seattle side, we had Skylar Diggins, 21 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. NECA, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Slim had 13 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals. Gabby Williams, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And coming off the bench, Dominique Malonga, who's been doing very well. Like she's coming into her own near the end of the season. Really, and they're giving her minutes. So that's always a good thing. She had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Then the final game that night was my Vegas Aces taking on the Phoenix Mercury. Vegas did win 86-83. My girl Asia led everyone with 30 points, but we'll get to the Aces in a second. Satu led her team 26 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. AT 15 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Her stat line is always full. Kalia Copper 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and Dewana Bonner off the bench 12 points, 4 rebounds. As for the Lakers, girl, did I say the Lakers? For Vegas Aces, Jesus, what's going on? Ooh, Asia Wilson, 30 points, 16 rebounds, 1 assist. Jackie Young, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Chelsea Gray, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists. And Jewel Lloyd coming off the bench continues to be a major factor for our team coming off the bench. Jewel Lloyd, 10 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. She's been giving us some clutch threes when we need it. And I ain't complaining. Whatever, switching KB and Jewel Lloyd, who knew that would be the result of what was going to be happening with the Las Vegas Aces? As y'all know, as of right now, Vegas has the longest win streak in the WNBA right now, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. If my graphic dropped, I don't know if the graphic went through or not, but let's see. RC is here. Hey, RC. Tulip says Smesko is a fool. He gives Ryan the last shot every time, and she always bricks pass it to Leash. RC says, y'all talking about how y'all doing and stuff like that. All right. On to I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. In the microphone, my nose is running, y'all. I have allergies, so my bad. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Saturday, so on my graphic, it never shows the 1 day. Like I get these from the WNBA site. They never have the 1 day. But Saturday, we had a game between New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx, another rematch of the finals participants. And Minnesota beat New York. Now, New York does not have Stewie, and they've been struggling a little bit without that. Minnesota, and this is when Courtney was talking her big one. Like Courtney had been talking noise about New York, and it's been like a thing that's been going on, which I love. It's cool, but later on we'll see that New York got that lick back. But Courtney Williams, on New York, JJ led her team 17 points, 6 rebounds. Sabrina Ionescu, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Emma Misaman, 10 points. Natasha Cloud, 10 points off the bench. Maureen Johannes, 12 points. And Kennedy Burke, 11 points off the bench. For Minnesota, we had Courtney Williams. Courtney's been showing up big since Fee has been on the bench. Been out on injury. But Courtney Williams, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Shepard, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Kayla McBride, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Alana Smith, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And that was all they need. That was all they needed. It was a punch back and forth. Except for the beginning of the game, I don't know what New York was on. They only scored 12 points. That was super low for them, and they just could not get it together enough to take over. But Minnesota did whatever they needed to do, and they won that game. That was on Saturday. And then we have Sunday's results. And why don't I have Sunday on here? That's Thursday. They ain't even. Girl, this is so out of whack. RC says, yeah, about the Aces, Jay. I'm still not happy. It's complicated. What you not happy about, RC? We on a 10-game win streak. What's the problem? We are number 3 right now. We are the number 3. Hold on, let me get. Yes, we are sitting at number 3 right now. We ain't gonna go over all the standings, but people thought that we were not even gonna make the playoffs. We sitting at number 3. Let me know what you upset about, RC. Let me know. RC says the Sky should have fired Jeff right after the game. Did y'all see Jeff at the game with his feet kicked up by the special boxes that people, usually corporations, rent out, and you can sit in your box seat and watch the game? Did y'all see him sitting there looking crazy with his feet kicked up? I don't know what to tell you. Sunday, we had Indiana Fever taking on Connecticut Sun. Indiana did win. Now, this game, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, Connecticut was whooping them by like 20 points, 21 points. Now, I don't watch Indiana, but where was I when this game was on? I think I was somewhere where they were playing the game. I don't remember, but the game was on. Somehow I was watching the game. I don't know how or why. I think I was live. And I just happened to switch to the game. I'm not really sure, but this is the game where Connecticut was whooping Indiana, and they let Indiana come back through Kelsey Mitchell simply murdering them on that floor, and came back by 20-something points and ended up winning the game 99-93. Mabry had 27 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Tina Charles had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Anissa Morrow had her a double-double, my girl niece, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Sanaya Rivers off the bench, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But y'all let Kelsey Mitchell hit 38. Kelsey Mitchell went simply bonkers on Connecticut. 38 points. Odyssey Sims had 19. Natasha Howard had 18 and 9. Aaliyah Boston had 14 and 13. And I mean, just off the back of Kelsey Mitchell, they came back into that game and ended up winning, which is crazy. Which is crazy. I can't believe that they let that happen. Let me see what RC talking about. It's not that complicated. It's more so I miss Kelsey Plum and Candace and De'Erica. Maybe I'm just bitter. Maybe I have to get over it, Jay. Plus, I don't like how we did Deja Kelly. Okay. Well, that is your opinion, and that's how you feel deep inside, and I support that. I mean, look, I didn't like that AC's no longer on the team. I didn't like that, Kelsey is no longer with the team. I really like that, core 4 that the Aces had, but things needed to change. Kelsey wanted a fresh start and wanted to do something where she can be more effective than I think. Well, obviously that she said that she could be on the Aces, and it wasn't any bad blood. It was just like, look, this is what I need for my career. I don't want to be the 4th option, because you're playing with a big star. You got Asia. Right after that, you got Jackie. Right after that, you got Chelsea. And it just depends on what night. And plus, she was going through a divorce, going through some personal problems. So that was kind of affecting her game. And she just wanted to go do something else, be able to be a true vet and, lead a team. And that's what she's doing in LA. So I'm not too, I felt the way about it, but I'm still riding with the Aces because, Asia's my number 1 girl. And, as long as we got like the majority of the core, I'm gonna be okay. And even if we don't have the majority of the core, I gotta stick with Asia. So, I'm just happy that, people were coming at our neck. People were coming at our neck and just saying that it was a wrap for us. And the fact that we got going at the best possible time. The best possible time to have a win streak is now. And they have what, 7 games left to go, maybe 7, 8, maybe 7 left to go. I don't really see any stopping. I mean, it may be a loss here and there, but I think they've gelled, they got it together, and I'm just happy for them. RC says he's being petty. Should I just try my hardest to embrace the current vision of the Aces? Yes, you should. You should. Danielle, hey Danielle. I knew my Aces would get it together. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Hashtag MVP4. Let them know. Let them know, Danielle. Tulip says CT so big time. Almost choked today too. I was hoping they choked today, because that would have been a really, not only had that been crazy that they lost 2 20-point games or gave up 2 20-point losses. It was just, I mean, I'm rooting for my Sky. We didn't have a great start, and it was so many things we could have done differently, but that's the story of Chicago Sky. But yeah, they almost gave it up. Daniel said no one cared about Deja Kelly. I didn't want to say that out loud. Like I like Deja Kelly, but I don't, somebody got to get cut. And it was between Deja Kelly and Aaliyah Nye. And I'm not saying that Deja Kelly would have done a better job than Aaliyah Nye is doing, but at the time, a decision had to be made, and they went with Nye. I don't know. That's all I can say. Hopefully Deja will get picked up by some team at some point. I think didn't she sign? If I'm not mistaken, is she playing AU basketball? I think she's gonna play AU. I might be mistaken by that, but she'll get picked up at some point. Danielle says Kelsey wanted to be the main thing, and she was going through a divorce. Yep. I don't miss. Oh no, I don't miss Hamby snitching ass. Oh my goodness! Now, come on, Danielle. Wow. RC says, "Oh, I get why Plum left J Spot. I understand it. I didn't follow her to the Sparks. That says a lot. I'm still an Acer. Okay, because you know how you be switching up T-shirts, RC. RC says to Danielle, tell us how you feel. You snatched Hamby's wig, right? Also, J Spot, if the Aces meet the Lynx, I ain't gonna tell you who I'm rooting for. Here you go, switching up shirts. The Aces play Chicago or play the Sky on Monday. Yes, I know. Trust me, I know that they play in Chicago. I was really going to try to go to that game. I really was. It was Candace's jersey retirement as well, and just with everything going on, I feel like Barbie is gonna put on a show. But also it's my 2 favorite teams going against each other. I couldn't swing the ticket, but that's gonna be for me that's gonna be some must-see TV. I hope that Chicago brings the same intensity to the Aces as they did New York. And historically, I know this is a different team than it was last year for Chicago, but historically, Chicago really does match up well with teams like New York and the Aces. And last year they were successful in beating the Aces. They were successful last year beating New York. And then this year we beat New York. We beat Minnesota. So, I mean, we're just so hit or miss. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, on one side, I don't want my Aces streak to go away. We're 10 in a row. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to end. But how, like, on the other side, as a Sky fan, like, how crazy would that feel? Like, you beat Minnesota. You beat New York, although New York, half the team was hurt, or some people, main people were hurt. You beat New York, who's the number 2 team. You beat Minnesota, who's the number 1 team. How crazy would it be for you to beat the number 3 team? Not only beat them, but stop their streak. Wouldn't that be crazy? And if I'm not mistaken, well, help me remember, did Chicago beat Minnesota when they were undefeated? Or am I making that up? Am I thinking about the Lunar Isles and the Rose? I feel like Minnesota was undefeated when Chicago beat them. Regardless, I always usually root for the underdog. It's just very hard because both of them are my teams. So it's a win-win situation for me. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation as well. So I don't know. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be good. RC says, is Fee still the MVP or no? I mean, I don't know if this is any secret to anybody, but I mean, Asia Wilson was always my MVP. I never not thought that she wasn't the MVP. But I will say this. I don't think Asia's going to get MVP this season. I think Fee will get the MVP unless something crazy happens these last 7 games and it's just undeniable for Asia, which I feel like it kind of is. But, whatever, Fee comes back and she starts balling out like crazy, they're going to give it to Fee. I think AT should be in there in that conversation as well. I mean, AT is killing these triple doubles. She's been doing a lot with this team that no one really knew how it was going to work. Now they have fallen in the ranks a little bit. And I hate how sometimes the records play a part in like what people, how people are giving these awards and stuff. But I think AT should be in the conversation as well. I just don't think they're going to give it to Asia because I feel like a lot of voters have Asia fatigue. And we can tell from that 4th place vote that she got a couple years ago. I don't know. It's something in me that's saying that they just don't want to give it to her. Like they're going to give it to anybody else but her. I don't know. We shall see. I might be wrong and we might be sitting here looking at the MV4, but I just don't think I think they're going to give it to Fee. That's what I think. Fee is probable for tomorrow. Okay. Danielle says Asia is the MVP. I think so too, but I'm not a voter. So my opinion only matters here. Where are we at? The next game we have Vegas. Well, why do I always call the Sparks Vegas or Vegas the Sparks, or I throw in the Lakers somewhere in there? I don't know why I do that. But the Sparks took on Washington, and Washington did beat them 95-86. For LA, we had Hamby that had 26 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Plum had 25 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Rickea Jackson, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And Ray Burrell coming off the bench, 10 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. Washington, though, this name continues to come up. Sony Citron. Or Citron. I don't know how she actually pronounced it. I know her as Sonia Citron. But 24 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Kiki, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Another double-double for her. Shakira Austin, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Jade Melbourne, 11 points, 2 rebounds, and that was it. That was in double figures for Washington. Then we had another game. We had my Aces taking on Dallas, and you see the score, 106-87. Dallas put up a pretty good fight in the beginning, but then, Asia said, hold on. What are we doing here? Please get out the way. I'll start with Dallas, though. Dallas was led by Maddie Siegrist with 23 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Now, if y'all don't know about Maddie won Athletes Unlimited last year. She was the champion. She had the most points. If you don't know how Athletes Unlimited works, you get so many points for the things you do in the game: points, rebounds, I think assists, some other stuff, being up and up a certain amount before the half, winning the game by so much, all this other stuff. They have all these points. I can't explain 100% because I don't watch it as much as I watch, like, say, Unrivaled. But they get all these points, and everybody gets points. And then whoever gets the most points, they only play for 4 weeks. Whoever gets the most points in that tally, you become the not MVP. Is it MVP? I can't remember, but you get a team. So the top two people get their own team. They get to pick who they want on their team, and then they play, and then they continue to get points, blah, 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 blah. And then at the end of the year or season, whoever gets the most points, that's who wins. So Maddie did what she needed to do, and she became the champion of Athletes Unlimited last season. So she ain't nothing to play with. A lot of people kind of sleep on her a little bit. She was injured a lot last season, so I don't think people really saw her full potential. But she is a great player. And then Paige Beckers, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and that was it. I mean, everybody else scored, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for my aces because Asia Wilson gave us a 30-piece, 34 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 68% from the field. KB had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Nalissa Smith, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Chelsea Gray, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 14 assists. 14 assists. Joel Lloyd, 12 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists off the bench. And yeah, we ran right through Dallas. Let's see. The rebounds cost LA that game. Okay. RC says, where you at? RC says, Jay, I'm team Maddie Seegers all day. She's a baller. Dallas better protect Maddie in expansion draft. Jay and Tulip plays. I don't know what's going to happen. I think they said that they're changing the format for how they're going to do on the expansion draft, or about just like protecting players. I'm not really sure how it's going to go. We shall see. All right. Then we have Phoenix taking on Seattle. Phoenix did win 85-82. Let's see. Seattle was led by NECA with 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Skylar, 14 points. Gabby Williams, 13 points. Slim, 11 points. Phoenix was led by AT's triple-double. I was just talking about her. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, also 3 steals. Kai Copper had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Sammy Whitcomb, another one who can just get hot, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And Satu had her double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. And then Bonner off the bench, 10 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. The last game on that day was ATL. I'm so ATL. ATL versus Golden State Valks, and ATL took care of business 79-63. Golden State had Victoria Burton, 16 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 2 steals. Xander Lassini, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And that was it in double figures for Golden State. For Atlanta, Ryan Howard, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Bree Jones, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Alicia Gray, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Naz Hillman, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Pow Pow coming off the bench. Pow Pow, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Taking care of Golden State Valks. Tulip says, Valks are starting to slide. They're sliding a little bit. Yeah, they're sliding a little bit. I think they're number 7. Uh, that's why I said everything is so tight. A win or a loss can change so much right now, and it's just funny to me how like the ones that aren't in the playoffs, like Chicago, you're Dallas, you're Chicago, you're Connecticut, they are spoiling some of these people's like plans. Like they are major factors in how some of these lineups, how some of these seedings are going to line up because you really can't sleep on any of them. Like yeah, they're the bottom teams, but at any given moment, any one of those teams can go off and ruin what you think. You go in thinking you're about to just blow out Dallas by 50. Uh, Maybe, but maybe not. You never know, right? Um, but yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. Let me see. Tulip says, I shouted you out and other AR supporting content creators in the description of my box of my Angel edit earlier today. Did you tag me? How come I can't see this stuff? I need to go see. By the way, if y'all not following Tulip Plays, put your I don't know if you could put your link in there or whatever, but put your link in there or put your at so the people can look you up. Go ahead and give Tulip a follow. All right, the next game was Tuesday the 19th. Do I even have that? Because I told y'all my graphics got all out of place. That's Thursday. Tuesday the 19th, okay. Tuesday we had again. So I don't know if y'all know, but Minnesota and New York are playing each other 4 times in a row straight. So, well, not straight, but 4 times like back to back to back to back to back, pretty much. And so they played again. This time, New York won. This is what I was telling you. Courtney was talking that mad noise as she normally does. And New York got their lick back, 85-75. Courtney Williams had 17 points. No, none of the other starters were in double figures. Natisha Heineman had 16 off the bench. Dejanay Carrington had 11 points off the bench. And, I don't even know how to say this name. Where's the little thing? Usually if you click on their name, there's a little sound thing that if you click on it, it'll tell you how to say their name. We're just gonna call her Maria because I don't know how to say her last name. I don't even want to mess it up like that. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Maria K from Minnesota scored 11 points, 5 rebounds. What's up, Quita? Thank you for coming through. Always supporting. I really appreciate you. Glad you had you okay. Quita was at the game today. I know you're just stopping in for a second. If you're still here, what was the feeling in the arena when Tyler went atomic bomb on that ref? Because that was a sight to see. I know we're talking about last week, y'all, but if y'all didn't watch the game today, who was it? I forgot the player that literally bear hugged E. Will, and the ref right there in his face ain't say nothing. They didn't even have the whistle up to his mouth. He just let it go. Oh, it was crap. Who was it? I can't remember now. Whoever it was, it'll come to me. But ain't say nothing. Boy, they started running down the other side of that court, and you hear, I thought another fight was happening. I'm like, oh my God, here we go again with Connecticut. But who's fighting? Because the players have already run down the court, and it's Tyler. Literally, Angel Reese is holding Tyler back. I don't know how strong Angel is, but she literally was holding that man back. And it didn't even look like she was struggling. But I need to know how it felt to be in the arena when that happened. I need to know what the energy was feeling like when Tyler did that. Danielle says Edwards. Tyler was pissed to pistivity. Yeah, that's who it was. Edwards, Aaliyah Edwards. Quita says I literally was like, wow, that escalated fast. I was recording it, so I'm gonna put out my real time reactions. Oh, okay. Well, y'all go check out Quita for her reactions because I'm gonna have to go watch as well. That was crazy. I was at work and somewhere in the corner watching the game, which I should have been working, but I was like, no, I'm watching the game, and I just hear the whistles, and I'm like, what? I gotta rewind it. So I rewind it, watch it again. Girl, Tyler is going off on these reps, like going ham on these reps. And I do like what he said at the press conference because I mean he ain't tell a lie. It's been happening all year. He said it before. Angel gets beat up down there. Camilla gets beat up down there. No foul calls at all. This time is them playing against Connecticut. We've already had 2 altercations with Connecticut. We had the hair pull by Bria that had some text going on. And then right after that, we have the scuffle with Bria. I hope I didn't say Bria Bill. I probably said Bria Bill. I keep mixing them up. Bria Hartley. Then we have Bria with Beck Allen. That resulted in the refs kicking out Bria and Ariel and Beck. So we literally, that game was lost as soon as that happened for us. But there's like, the refs just don't do anything for us. And to have, he said 2 of those refs back being blind to everything, like literally probably, he said that they just, with all the stuff that has happened thus far, why would you not call a game tighter than you've been calling it? Why would you allow my players to continuously get hit with no foul calls, knowing that we already got some stuff going on with them? Like, you're just waiting for something to happen. So yeah, I really I liked what he had to say. Quita says the fans near were a bit confused by what was happening. We didn't know if he touched the ref or not. He definitely looked like he swung on the ref from the angle that I saw it, but obviously you see that he didn't. But I didn't see the obvious foul until I watched the broadcast replay. This has been building for months with Tyler. I don't think his fire was a bad thing. He's frustrated by the refs also. Oh no, I loved it. I'm just happy he didn't connect because he ran up on him real quick, and like, I don't think he was punching at him, but he was just like mad doing the little swinging of the fist. I'm just happy he didn't connect. But yeah, those refs are horrible. These refs this season are horrible. He probably feels like he's on the hot seat. I don't think he should feel like he's on the hot seat. At least not for that. Like I said, I like what he said at the press conference. I think he was right, and I think he's well within his right to be upset. Like he said, like, whenever there's something going on, like, the players get held accountable, the coaches get held accountable, there's fines, there's texts, there's ejections. What happens when the refs don't do anything? What happens when the refs get it wrong? What happens when the refs miss it? You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing happens to them. They don't get a fine. They don't get, like, it has to be some kind of, like, I feel like there should be like some ultimate, like, I don't know, recorder or judge or something that can look at that and be like, no, you get X amount of demerits or points off or something, and you can't ref for the next 3 or 4 games because you made too many misses. You made too many mistakes. You missed too many calls. Like, it needs to be some kind of, like, something for the refs, because I feel like, and it's not just in the W, refs in the NBA as well. Like, it's just nothing happens to them. At least nothing that we see. But I just think it needs to be more accountability on the ref side as well. But yeah, I think it's been building, and I'm not mad at Tyler. And then even they showed one of who is it? Chicago. I can't think of the name of the people I watch. Chicago State of Mind posted a thing where it was one of the refs, or the ref was interviewed, and then he said, yeah, we did miss it. At first, we didn't see it, but now watching it back, we see it. My bad. That's really what he said. It's crazy. Um, Danielle says, but Tyler was in his face. I mean, Edwards was all over E, Will, and no foul. Yep. Quita says, not for what he did today, but for how bad the sky been. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I feel a way about that because I don't think they should have fired Teaspoon in the first place for after one season. I don't think you gave her a real chance, a real shot. She had a lot of injuries. The construction of the roster wasn't great. And she did well for what she had. Like literally, we weren't out of the playoffs until like the last few games. Like literally, mathematically, we still had a chance to be in the playoffs, and we were in that 8th spot up until half the team was sitting on the bench, and then it was over, obviously, from that point. But I don't think she should have been fired off of 1 year. Like I think that she would have went and did what she needed to do as far as continue to learn and grow. And like she said, she was going to take the off season and watch film and talk to people and reach out to people and get things going. So when she comes back next year, you know, they're on it. But Jeff didn't give her that chance. And so I kind of feel the same way about Tyler, even though they did worse. Like 1 year and you did the same thing to him. We don't have a great roster. And then again, we are riddled with injuries. It's like you can't win for losing, but for Tyler to be the scapegoat again, like another coach to be the scapegoat for something that Jeff is clearly not great at is crazy to me. We're going to get another coach because Jeff isn't making the right decisions as far as trying to get a good roster. I'm not saying these players aren't good, but just we're not doing something right in that front office. Something's not right. What Jeff is doing is not right, and I don't think it's fair to keep blaming coaches because you're going to get another coach in here. Then what happens next year? If we do worse, then whose fault is it? Like, we can't keep firing coaches. You know what I'm saying? So on one side, yes, I can see Tyler being in the hot seat, but on the other side, it's like, how many coaches are we going to go through until we fix the real problem? Because the problem is not the coach. I don't think so. The problem wasn't the coach last season, and I don't think the problem is the coach this season. Although he ain't great. He ain't great. I know that. I admit that he's not, you know, nothing to write home about, but I don't think he should be the scapegoat once again for something I feel like is not 100% under his control. Tyler is fine. Jeff loves Tyler. Sky have not been healthy. Quita says, I don't think he should get fired, but if they fired Teaspoon, who knows what will happen. Jeff acted like he loved Teaspoon until he fired her. Facts. And then he threw that lady under the bus. So, he threw her under the bus and rolled over her a couple times. So, I don't know. Tulip says, I've never seen Tyler that mad. I thought he was literally about to knock the ref out. Right. He got real close. Spoon did a better job. Spoon did a better job than Marsh, but Marsh has, but I don't know if they fire back-to-back rookie coaches. Jeff has to go, though. That's what I'm thinking. Chat, I'm pretty sure y'all already have, but subscribe to Quita. Jeremy says, the firing of Teresa Weatherspoon is really ruining the future of this team as currently constructed. Angel and Co. would have played hard and go through a wall for Teaspoon. Jeff has sabotaged this team. Quita says, I think you are right. Jeremy says, peace to Quita. Yeah, I just, to me, at some point, you got to start pointing to the people up top. You have to. You can only do so much as a coach. You got to do what you can with what you have. And yes, I think he could have been better as a coach. But the common denominator is Jeff. You mean to tell me you have two coaches who don't know how to coach? who have the same, almost the same exact issues. Both of them have the same exact issues. That something's not right. Something's not right with that. You mean to tell me both these coaches that don't know each other, don't have the same coaching background, none of this. Both of them are having the same, almost identical, same issues as each other. The rotations, the roster, the way when and how you put players in, take them out, take timeouts. Who's gonna be on the starting lineup? Who are you switching out? Like both of them have the same exact issue. Like I kind of feel that Jeff is more involved than I think we know. And I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know. I think that it's just weird how both of them have the same problem. And they're two totally different coaches. And as much as people bring up Lisa Leslie, I would love to have Lisa Leslie as a coach. I think she would do wonders for Angel and Camilla. I don't want her playing for, I don't want Jeff to be her boss. I just feel like, I don't, I don't feel right with her being there with that organization and that front office and that ownership. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. All right, we went on that tangent. Thank you, Quita, for giving us that inside information. And make sure y'all check her out. If you're not subscribed to Quita, go ahead and do that and check out her live or her her live reaction to what was going on in the game. Where did I leave off? Connecticut versus Washington. I don't know if I said this already. Connecticut beat Washington 80-69. Washington was led by Sonia Citron, 19 points. Shakira Austin had 12 points, 7 rebounds. Jade Melbourne, 11 points, 2 rebounds. And that was it in double digits. And the crazy thing here, Tina Charles, the only starter in double digits, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Sanaya Rivers had 17, and Olivia Nelson-Ododa had 15, but it was clearly enough to take over Washington. Looking at the summary here, it looks like it was kind of going back and forth a little bit. Connecticut had a big second quarter, and it looks like they just happened to outlast Washington. Oh, Imperial Stats is here. What's going on, Imperial? Thank you for coming through. Dream big. Okay. Quita says, I can't wait for the exit interviews. I have a lot of questions for Jeff. Yes, I was going to say, I need these, the reporters, the creators, anybody that has press credentials and can ask questions. Jeff needs to be asked all the questions, the hard hitting questions, not no baby, whatever. How did you like this season? No, I need to know, can you tell me what do you think went wrong this season versus what went wrong last season? What was the difference? What did you think about the construction or your ability to construct a good team this season? You said win now. So explain to me what part of win now did we witness this season? Can you explain that to me? There seemed to be no contingency plan for I know no one can ever really predict injuries, but there seemed to be no contingency plan, no really backup anybody. When we had the opportunity to maybe get some people in free agency or, before the trade deadline or whatever, what have you, or pick up some people that had been waived. It didn't seem like you were interested in getting a point guard until the very last second. Like what went into your thought process? I know y'all can't ask questions like that. I'm not professional, but I need Jeff to be asked the hard questions. I need to know. So I will be tuned in. I'll be tuned in for that exit interview because I want to know. I want to hear what is said. So shout out to Quita because I'm happy that you will be there to ask those questions. Tulip says those exit interviews going to hit um, like you know what in the 80s. Quita, you got to cook, Jeff. Connecticut, Jeremy says Connecticut, I see their roster and how they play, and I feel like they should be on the same ceiling as the Mystics. I mean, they can get there. They were dealing with a lot of injuries as well. Imperial says they can't downplay Angel. She's been cooking every game. Yep. Uh exactly, Jay. Where is the winning? Win now was a joke. We weren't winning. We didn't we it's so bad it's funny. It's so bad it's funny. We don't even have 10 wins yet. We are 30 34 game. How many games have we played? Whatever. We ain't made 10 wins yet in this season. And I don't even know if we'll make it to 13. But we were winning now. He said, "No, we're winning now." I know. Please ask him why he gave away all the picks. Let me ask him this. Ask him why he felt giving away the third pick was the move to make. No shade to Ariel. Love Ariel. She's great. She's our number one scorer. Nothing bad to say about her. But why, when he could have built through the draft, would he give away our number 3 pick? Not only give away our number 3 pick, he gives away our pick swap with Minnesota. Just says, "Nah, we need Haley Van Lith. Take our pick." So we don't get a pick. Take that pick, Minnesota. We're good because we're winning now. Take that pick away. So when we go into the 2026 draft, the only pick we have is Connecticut's pick. Now, Connecticut is a lottery team, so that helps, but ask him about that. Ask him what his thought process was when you say win now, when you pick the people that you picked. What was that? What was the thought process? I just want to know. No shade to Kia Nurse, Beck Allen, Sloot. Sloot was a leader that I think we needed, a vet that we needed, a true vet that we needed on this team. So I'm not mad that Sloot was there. But if you have Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, who you drafted, young sophomores who everybody knows that's who you should be building your team around, right? Because that's why you pick young players, right? Why then wouldn't you? I don't even have why? Why wouldn't you do everything you can to make sure they are surrounded with the best possible pieces in order to help make them successful? Not make it so they have to again carry the team. That was the whole thing last season. They didn't get to be rookies because they had the whole team on their shoulder, which is fine. Look at what Sony Citron and Kiki are doing in Washington, but they have the support there. Brittany Sykes is amazing support. Big Mama Steph is amazing support. Shakira Austin is amazing support. Our support was on the bench, hurt. So let me get off there. I'm supposed to be going over these scores. My bad. I didn't went off on a tangent. My bad, y'all. We literally started the season with the blowout after blowout. Yeah. And I had hope. Y'all, I was a person, y'all saw me, y'all heard me on here. I had hope for Chicago. We're going to turn it around. Let's see what happens after 10 games. We don't know, what's going on. Last season we started off okay, and then we ended the season horribly. So, we have a chance to catch up. We not even going to be able to catch up to what they did last season with Angel, Camilla, Kennedy, all on the bench, and Mick hurt. They are wasting the talents of the skyscrapers right before our eyes. They are just wasting the talent. You got some of the most amazing talent on your team in these two sophomores, and you are refusing to do whatever it is to make sure they are completely set up to be successful. And the thing is, they're successful in spite of what is going on with this team. But I fear after year 3, they won't be on Chicago anymore. They're going to be separate on other teams because they don't want to put up with what's going on. They're not even being treated great. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Tulip says, bro said aim is playoffs. We're in win now, then proceeds to sign every wash vet he can find. Hey, she wins. What's going on? Quita says, and he tried to gaslight us like this roster was really good. We didn't need the number 3 pick. Lord. And here's the thing. Everybody's saying, like, look at Sony. Like, she could have been on Chicago. I don't even think Jeff would have picked Sonia Citron. Let's be honest. I don't think he would have. I wanted Sonia Citron and Pow Pow. That's who I wanted. If we weren't going to get Olivia Miles, I said, let's go after Pow Pow. That's who I thought we should go after. We didn't pick either. They're doing great on their other teams. But I don't even think he would have gone after either of them. Now, I think he said he had his eye on Sanaya Rivers and Maddie Westbelt. I think that's what I heard back then. And he ended up going with HVL and Maddie. But I don't know, man. Please just ask the questions. I can't wait. I'm gonna get popcorn for that day. I'm gonna make sure I'm not working. He gave away the 3rd pick to build the Mystics' future. Right? Because the Mystics are sitting there with 45 picks in the first round. They can do whatever they want with whatever they want. They can use that to get better players. They can use that as trade assets. They can use that for free agency, or they can use it just to continue to build their team. They're just sitting pretty. And we were talking, not we specifically, I don't think I said too much about Washington, but we were questioning, why is Washington not doing anything? Little do we know, Jeff was like, here, everybody, we're giving picks away. Anybody who wants them, boom, 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 let's go. Crazy work. She wins, says Jeff got to get cooked, point blank, period. Something's in my eye. Tulip says the irony is the number 1 pick is already better than Ariel. Imagine in 5 years' time. Again, I don't even know if he would have picked her at number 3. I just don't know. I don't think so. And then we pick I forgot about this. We picked 2 international players in the first round. Right? No. Haley Van Lith was 10. Who did we pick? We picked the international player first. But regardless, we picked 2 international players that aren't even playing with our team. And I know that's not anything new because a lot of teams pick international players that don't directly play for their team or immediately play for their team. But I don't. Ask the questions. Tulip says the irony, I already did that. Jeff built the Mystics futures and now he'll build the Lynx future with the lottery pick swap. We don't even get no swap. They just have our pick. There's no swap. They just get the pick. We don't get anything from them. The only thing we get is Connecticut's pick. That's it. So let's hope. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. We don't deserve a top pick. We don't deserve a top pick in Chicago. What has that organization done to show that we deserve to have a top pick in Chicago? In 2 years, what has that organization done to support the talent that they already have there? What have they done to support Angel and Camilla and HVL and Maddie? What are we going to do with a number 1 or 2 pick? I don't think we deserve it. Not as long as Jeff is there. What we going to do? welcome her via Zoom again. Oh no, wait, they got a hotel this second time. They didn't do a Zoom call that time. Maybe the number 1 and number 2 pick will get, get fans there or something this time. I don't know. They might get a balloon or two, maybe. Maybe that's what they'll do. I don't know. I don't think we deserve no picks, honestly. Not for my girls. I want them to get everything, but for this organization, it just doesn't seem like they know what to do with them. It's just they're riding. They're riding there, trying everything they can to be successful in spite of everything that's going on. I don't think we deserve. Don't bring another great player over there to sit in that hell and continue to lose games. And it's not their fault. Jeremy says, what I don't understand is that the Clarkies and the media made it seem like the Sky was bad last season. This team is awful. I mean, the Sky wasn't great last season either. We're not gonna. They won 13 games. They were trying to. I think the year before, did Chicago win 18 games? I think Chicago won 18 games the season before, but they made it into the playoffs that season. But they weren't super great. But I don't listen to what them people say. They did spoon dirty. Yes, they did. Tulip says they'll be out of Chicago first chance they get unless they replace Jeff with a real GM. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Tell them let Kennedy back. She won't do it again. Maybe that was another thing. Quita, I know you probably ain't on here no more. Ask Jeff why they didn't sign Kennedy. Ask that. Say first you traded your number 1 scorer Marina Mabry. Why did we let go our other number 1 scorer in Kennedy Carter? Please. Tulip says they're projected for the 5th pick currently. Don't forget the Sun won 30 games last year, so the pick won't be as high as people think. They're not. Wouldn't they be a lottery pick? They won't be a lottery pick, but aren't the bottom 4 teams lottery picks? Or am I wrong about that? Tulip says even like this year, like I predicted, the Sun could finish above Sky. Hush, Tulip. Hush with that. All right, girl, we done went all off on a whole tangent. Okay, then speaking of Chicago, Seattle played Chicago. Seattle won 94-88. This was Reese's, I think her first game back, 19 points, 7 rebounds. Ariel, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Reese also had four assists. Camilla, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. We do really well with assists, by the way. Kia Nurse off the bench, 13 points. E. Will off the bench, 10 points, 9 rebound, 4 assists. Seattle, though, Skylar Diggins, 24 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 1 steal. NECA, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Brittany Sykes, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Ezzy, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 steal. And again, Dominique Malonga, 15 points, 7 rebounds coming off the bench, 3 blocks. 3 blocks. How many did Camilla? Camilla got 3 blocks too, though. She did. And Angel got 1. But Seattle won. Then we have Atlanta going against my Vegas Aces. And like I told you, the Aces not losing right now. Aces won 74-72. Ryan Howard, 19 points. Elisha Gray, 16 points. BG, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Vegas Aces, though, Asia Wilson, another 30-piece, 32 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 5 blocks. Jackie Young, 16 points, 7 rebounds. Chelsea Gray, although she didn't have double-digit points, she did have 11 assists. Jewel Lloyd. Oh, I thought that said 27. She only had 7 points. That was it. 32-16, but that was enough to take care of Atlanta. And then we had the Valks taking on Phoenix. Phoenix did beat the Valks 98-91. The Valks had Veronica Burton. I keep saying Victoria. Veronica Burton, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 steals. Late had 15 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Kate Martin, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Saloon, 13.6 rebounds. LA, I'm here, 11 points off the bench, 7 rebounds. Phoenix had Kyle Copper led with 25 points, Sabali 17, Natasha Mack 14, AT with 13, 9, and 8, almost another triple double, and Bonner off the bench, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Then we go to Wednesday. There was one game, um, LA versus Dallas, and this was the one. This was the one. 80-81. LA wins. This game right here, Paige buckets. I cannot believe they lost this game. Oh my God. This was so good. Paige was on something. I don't know what it was, but no matter what was going on, she was not missing. She was shooting fadeaways. She was crossing people over. She was driving to the basket. She was shooting threes. She was going crazy. 44. The girl had 32 points or something crazy like that in the third quarter. She went dumb on that floor. Paige buckets all by herself. 44 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 81% from the field, 4 3-pointers, 100% from 3, 6 for 6 on her free throws. Crazy, crazy, crazy business. 44 points. Man, man. What did it for them? She shouldn't have passed it. No disrespect to Zaza. She shouldn't have passed that. She passed it to her. Zaza didn't hit it. I know she felt really bad after the game. There was another issue where Hines Allen turned the ball over. The opportunity was there for them to win. Oh man, I just for Paige's sake, I wanted her to win because she put on such a great performance, and it just sucked that they didn't win with her doing that. But 44 points, like I said. Maddie Secrets had 13 points. Kelsey Plum though, 25 points. Rikia Jackson had 25 points, 5 rebounds. Rikia was doing her thing that game too. It was so many good performances. Rikia was balling out. Kelsey Plum said, I'm going to hold this ball to the last possible second, and I'm going to do what I do best, and that's drive to the basket. You can't stop me. And that's exactly what she did. She put that ball in there. Seconds, I mean, there ain't no time. She hit it. It was a wrap. 20 points, 4 rebounds. Hamby had 13 points. Cam Brink came off the bench with 11 points. My battery on my phone is about to die, so I got to hurry up. And then the last night, Thursday, we had Mystics versus Connecticut. Where's that slide at? Mystics versus Connecticut. Connecticut did win. Citron also, again, led the team, 15 points. Kiki had 13 and 10, another double-double for her. I think she owns a record or has tied a record for the most double-doubles by a rookie for Washington, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to Kiki. On Connecticut side, my bad. Connecticut was led by Tina Charles, 21 points, and Aaliyah Edwards coming off the bench, 10 points. Everybody else scored, but that was all they needed. Everyone had some really balanced scoring. They ended up winning the game. Then we had Chicago versus New York. And my skyscrapers did the damn thing. Chicago did what nobody thought they would be able to do, and that was beat New York 91-85. This game was tight all the way. Like, it was, I think they said they had 18 or 19 lead changes, something crazy like that. It was tight. 22 points in both the first and second quarter from Chicago. 23 points in both the first and second quarters for New York. So we're already going in super, like, the game is there. So then I'm thinking, okay, we've been here before. Chicago will get close, and then in the third quarter, we lose it, and we're down by 50. It could happen. But guess what? It didn't happen. We, again, scored 21 points. They scored 22 points. And then the fourth quarter came around. The fourth quarter, Barbie came in. 26 points, 17 points, beat New York 17 points in the fourth quarter. I'm going to get to the box scores because my skyscrapers went ham. On New York, you had JJ had 25 points, 7 rebounds. Sabrina had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Natasha Cloud, 14 points, 4 rebounds. That was it in double figures. Excuse me. Camila Cardoso, because y'all like to say Cardosa for some reason. It's Cardoso. Camila Cardoso, double-double, first half. Eaton. I think she had 10 points, 11 rebounds, first half. I was like, oh, if this is how we're going, because we know Angel is the turn-up queen in the second half. And in the fourth quarter is normally where she just goes off. So if Camilla's doing this in the beginning, oh, it's about to be on and pop it. And that's exactly what happened. Camilla ended up with 22 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, shooting 88% from the field. Then Angel comes in, 21 points. She could have had 22, but she missed a free throw. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal off 66 or 67% shooting. Then you had Ariel Atkins with 19. Michaela Oyenwede, 13 points. Everybody else scored, but I mean, we had all we needed right there. When your skyscrapers are shooting as efficiently as that, when we are sticking with them and playing good defense, when we are sharing the ball movement, we knew where the ball was going to ultimately end up. But the fact that we were moving that ball around, we got timely shots from E. Will, timely shots from Big Mama, timely shots from Kia Nurse, timely shots from Uzin, and then you just let the bigs, the skyscrapers and Ariel kind of do all the heavy lifting. We can win games. We're just not consistent. But that was a beautiful thing. Oh, that was a beautiful thing right there, y'all. I was smiling from ear to ear. I was smiling from ear to ear. I loved it. Every minute of it. Every minute of it, I loved it. Before my phone dies, let me do these last two, and then I'll come back to your comments. Minnesota took on Atlanta. Minnesota lost 73-75. Atlanta, let me see, for Minnesota, we had Bridget Carlton, 16 points. Shepard had 15 points, 16 rebounds. McBride, 15 points. Atlanta Smith, 10 points. For Atlanta, we had Alicia Gray, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Ryan Howard, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And that's what they needed to take care of Minnesota. Last but not least, we had Vegas versus Phoenix. This was big implications because this is when they were jockeying for position. If Vegas had lost this game, they would have slid down to the fifth spot. That would have moved Phoenix up to the third. But instead, Phoenix loses. Vegas moves up to that third spot. New York falls. At one point, they were down in the 5th position. I think now they're down in the 4th position. But Phoenix is in 4th. Vegas took care of business. They did what needed to be done. I mean, I think they kind of shell-shocked Phoenix a little bit. Phoenix had AT was the leading scorer, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Sably had 15 points, 3 rebounds. Nobody else scored in double digits. Meanwhile, Asia Wilson, 19 points, 13 rebounds. Jackie Young, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Nalissa Smith, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Chelsea Gray, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Jackie. Dana Evans coming off the bench with 17 points. And that was it for the games that week. So let me see what y'all had to say. I had to run through that real fast, y'all, because my phone is about to die. And there was something. I don't think I saved it. I don't think I have it. My graphics got lost. Let me go back to where y'all were at. me get out of here real quick. Tulip says it will be a lottery pick, but only 7% chance of getting the first pick. Yeah, but it's like 1 through 4, right? I'm saying I don't even know if we deserve a pick 1 through 4. Imperial Stats says that game was crazy. I'm Team Sparks though. Congratulations! I mean, I was wanting it for the Sparks because I wanted them to be closer to getting into the playoffs. I really want LA to get into the playoffs this season. They haven't been in the playoffs in a very long time. I think it'd be dope for them to make it into the playoffs. So I wanted them to win for that reason. But when Paige was doing what Paige was doing, I wanted a win for Paige. Imperial says that was my favorite game of the season so far. Tulip says Paige went off 44 points, 93% true shooting. Shout out to Rakia and KP too. Jeremy says my Paige legend, the defender on the wings messed up Garden Plum, or is it messed up Garden Plum? Allowed her to go beside except instead of in front, and no one step up to contest the floater. Imperial says Plum Dog wasn't having it. She drained that clock all the way out. Yep. Tulip says LA has all the best games. Seattle double overtime. Yep. I forgot about that. The New York Rakia buzzer beater. The last Seattle game, Hamby winner. And then, oh, yeah, that's right. And then the Paige KP game winner. You're right. LA's been cooking. LA's been cooking with those games. Yeah, you are so right. Rakia with buzzer beater circus shot was wild. Tulip says New York sliding bad. Stewie is missed big time. Yep. I think for New York to be successful, I think they need to have Stewie and JJ because we know they struggled without JJ. Now we see they're struggling without Stewie. And now they don't have Sabrina Ionescu. Now, they say it's a foot injury. I thought it was an ankle. I don't know if y'all saw at the end of the New York-Chicago game, but they were diving for a ball, and Camilla fell on her foot, fell on Sabrina's ankle or foot. It looks like she rolled her ankle, but they said a foot injury. I don't know, but you got 215 pounds of person diving on your foot to try to go after that ball. I knew something. She might feel it the next morning, and it looks like she did. So I don't know what it is or what's going on. And obviously nothing intentional. Like they literally were just going for the ball because it was a loose ball at the time. And Camilla is probably, I don't know how many other 6'7" people y'all see on the floor. I don't care what y'all say about Camilla Cardoso. That girl plays. Y'all can call her lazy all you want. Y'all can say that she's not inspired. Y'all can say she's not motivated. Y'all can say she don't really want it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. That girl plays. I don't see no other center from no other team that is 6'7" or taller that is diving on the floor for loose balls. Pause. I don't see it. Show me who that is, and y'all let me know. Because ain't no way a 6'7" center is supposed to be on the floor diving for 50-50 balls because it's hard to get back up. She does that. She puts her body on the line every time. She's been doing that since college. So y'all leave Camilla alone. I just wanted to put that in there. Imperial says, yeah, you're right. I don't realize how many good LA games it's been. Also, Sky cooked Liberty. They probably could have won today too. Then refs was bogus. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the game in full because I was at work, but we were there. We were coming back from being down 20-something points. It had gotten down to 4 points, and it just wasn't enough. Had we hit our free throws, we would have been, obviously more close, but it is what it is. Jeremy says the dream game. Atlanta plays really well. Minnesota, we messed up in the second quarter after a solid first. 13 turnovers in the first half is unacceptable. We have to clean it up. Tulip says, if I got paid for every time you call Vegas LA, I'd be balling. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I mix up Vegas and LA. I have no idea why I do that. I do it all the time. Tulip says it's 1 for 5 lottery this time. Oh, 1 through 5. Well, okay. We don't deserve 1 through 5. I don't. That's my point. Jeremy says it's not about Stewie being back. The Liberty is missing their defenders from last season. Sabali, KT, and Benijah. They are not the same this season. So you don't think they're winning? Do you think New York is repeating? Repeating? You think they're going to repeat this season? I'd like to know what y'all think about that. All right. Let's look at, before I move on, let's look at the standings. This is as of today. Now we know we've had two days of games now. So this is not reflective of last week. This is reflective as of the games that were played today. And I promise y'all this time I am not going to forget. Because y'all know I will forget to let y'all see what I'm seeing. And I'm just talking and y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see what I see. So let me fix that right now. Okay. So, there we go. So looking at the standings as of today, Minnesota still is the only team that is 100% that they have a spot in the playoffs. So they are number 1, sitting at 29-7. Atlanta Dream is number 2, 24-13. They've won 2 games so far. Vegas Aces are 24-14. Who would have thunk? The way they started off this season, who would have thunk they would be right there? Literally a half game. They are a half game away from tying Atlanta at the number 2 spot. A half game, meaning 1 win or 1 loss. Atlanta loses, they're tied. Vegas wins, they're tied. Right there at number 2. But they have 10 wins in a row. Sitting at number 4 is Phoenix Mercury at 22-14. New York Liberty, number 5. Who would have thunk that? Who would have thunk that the number New York and Minnesota were going bar for bar earlier in the beginning of the season. Both of them undefeated for a very long time. And then New York, I think they lost their first one first. I think they lost 2 before Minnesota lost their 1. But yeah, New York is now at number 5, having 15 losses after starting the season. So great. They're number 5, 22-15. They've lost 2 in a row. Indiana Fever is at number 6 at 19-17. They are only a half game ahead of Seattle Storm, who has now moved up to the number 7 spot at 19-18. Golden State Valks are now at number 8. Golden State Valks now have the number 8 spot, so they are holding on, but they're there at 18-18 at 500. They've lost 3 in a row though. Wait. Yeah, they lost 3 in a row, according to that. Sitting right there, though, another half game. Like, literally, Indiana Fever is only a half game, which is 1 win or 1 loss away from Seattle. Seattle is only a half game ahead of the Golden State Valks. 1 win, 1 loss. And then LA, sitting at number 9 at 17-18, is only a half game behind Golden State. So this little 6, 7, 8, and 9, that's pretty crazy. I mean, Mystics is now 2 full games behind LA. That's 4 wins or 2 wins, 2 losses, however you want to look at it. I don't know if Mystics can pull it off to get close enough to do anything, but they're not mathematically out of it. But man, this 6, 7, 8, and 9, anything can happen. Anything can happen. And in this 2, 3, and 4, anything can happen. Even the 5, 2, 3, 4 and 5, anything can happen. And then the people that are out, the teams that are out at this point, it doesn't matter. You got Connecticut at number 11 because they beat my Chicago Sky today. So literally number 11. Even though they are tied with Chicago, they own the tiebreaker. So that's why they are ahead of us. They have 9 wins, 27 losses. They've won 3 in a row. Chicago has 9 wins, 27 losses. We've lost 1. And Dallas has lost 4 in a row. They are at 9 and 28. So they are only a half game away from Chicago and Connecticut. So, I mean, honestly, that part doesn't really matter, but I don't want Chicago to be the 13th team. So I'm hoping they can figure out a way to pull something off so we can at least end at being 11 or 12. I don't want to be 13 when we end in this season. So, there y'all go. Those are the standings. Let me see. Oh, Jonathan says it's the Lynx year this year. Okay. Imperial says, I think league feels they owe Minnesota after last year's final game with the fake foul call. So they probably going to win this season as a makeup. I'm a Lynx fan. It's our year this season. That's what Jeremy says. Tulip says, it may be Jeremy. The Lynx are cooking. I predict them to be in the finals. I predicted them to be in the finals back in December. You know, Tulip and her predictions. Imperial says, I think the league just picks the winners once they get to the finals. Imperial says, last year the commissioner had her Liberty dress already on, and they had a commercial ready that the Liberty was the champs. Facts. Tulip says, LA has a tiebreaker on Seattle and Indy, but not Golden State Valkyries. This will be a fire playoff battle. Jeremy says the Aces were better than early in the season. We are not sleeping, no team including them. I would love the Aces versus Lynx matchup. That would be good, actually. That would be good. All right. What do I have next? Players of the week. We have Kelsey Mitchell for the East, and we have Asia Wilson, of course, for the West. Kelsey has been cooking. She's been cooking like crazy. 25.3 points, 2.3. I can't see what that is. What is that? I got to make my screen big. Is that rebounds? That can't be. What is that? Now, my glasses aren't powerful glasses, y'all, because my sight wasn't that bad before. But now things... 2.3 rebound. Why would they put that on there? 2.3 rebounds and 5.7 assists a game. And then you have Asia, who's averaging 27 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks. That's what was throwing me off. I was like, why would they put she's only averaging 2 rebounds? That don't make sense to me. But it is what it is. Then a little bit of other news around the dub. This is more college news than WNBA news, but it is featuring my goat of all goats, Asia Wilson. I don't know if y'all have heard, but after I don't know how many years South Carolina has been with Under Armour. That's been the sponsoring company that gives them their uniforms and their shoes and all that good stuff. As of 7/1/2026, South Carolina is going to be a Nike school. A Nike school. And it's no coincidence how and why that happened, because the best player in the world went to South Carolina. And the best player in the world who went to South Carolina also has her own shoe with Nike. And as you guessed it, they will have special editions, A2s, I think, in South Carolina colors, but they will also be given exclusive A1s, A2s, and I don't know, A3s, whatever, but they will be wearing Asia's shoes. I'm sure they'll have like the pick of to be wearing whatever Nikes they kind of want to, but there's some special provision or some special note in there that they will be wearing Asia's shoe. This is crazy. This is just so crazy when you think about it. When Asia talks about, if you guys haven't read her book, by the way, where is it at? I don't think I can grab it. It's way behind me. Dear Black Girls. She talked about her grandmother and how her grandmother, because Asia grew up literally right down the street from University of South Carolina. And she talked about how when her grandmother was growing up, she wasn't allowed as a Black person to be on the campus of South Carolina. They didn't allow that. She had to walk around the campus. She couldn't walk through the campus because they weren't allowed. Now, looking now, 20, 30, 40, 50 something years later, she has a granddaughter now who went to South Carolina, who is arguably one of the best players in the world, who has a statue on that very campus that her grandmother could not walk across. Not only that, she has her own shoe that her basketball team will be wearing. I just think it's dope. I think it's just a full circle moment. I think it's amazing. I'm sure Asia wish her grandmother was around to see that. But I think that's special and that's dope. And it's going to be crazy to see South Carolina in some A1s, A2s, or whatever it is that she has by the time July 1st, 2026 comes around. Imperial says Asia the GOAT. Yep. What else do I have on here? Oh, here's some news. The WNBA sets an all-time attendance record, 2.5 million plus fans all across all the teams, not just one team, but there's a record set in 226 games across 13 teams. It surpasses the 2002 record that was set in 256 games across 16 teams. So they played 256 games with 16 teams. In less games and less teams, we have more fans attending these games. And that record was set in 2002. So not records that were set last year when, a certain person shows up that they feel like, we should be worshiping the ground that they walk on. The fans think that, and the commentators think that. But this was set in 2002. And to see, even with all the injuries, even with all the stars out, well, not all the stars, but a lot of stars out, not playing, women's basketball on a professional level has grown so much, and there's so much support all over, not just in one city, not just with one team. It's all over. The Golden State Valks, they sell out. I think they have the record for the most, for the quickest or the most sellouts or something crazy like that. The Aces continue to sell out everything that they have. They're the fastest to sell out their season tickets. They're the fastest to sell out their home games. Like, these teams across all the W are really showing and proving that there are some W fans out there that really love the game of basketball and really go up for their players. New York is I don't never see New York empty. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty dope. Pretty dope to hear that. But yeah, Imperial says them dream tickets went up. They're too much. Yeah, like that's why I was planning on going to Chicago, but I can't buy a plane ticket, go to Chicago, and then pay a crazy amount of money for a ticket. Like, my seat that I had last season, I felt was kind of expensive, but that seat now is double. I'm not paying double for that. There was some really good seats, but I'm not paying double for that. So yeah, the tickets are raising up, so they got some rich fans out there who are willing to put their money out there, and that's amazing. I can't afford it. I need a second job. But shout out to the W for breaking that record. I think now it's time for some fashions. Before we get out of here, it's time for the fit check. I've been meaning to get music for my transitions between my segments. I just have not completed it yet. But when I do, it's going to be amazing. Just y'all wait. But for the fit check this week, we have, before I start, did I miss anybody's comments? Tulip says Dallas will finish last. The East is not as strong as the West. Plus, it would only get worse because 4 new East expansion teams are coming in. Imperial says, yeah, I went to one game a few weeks ago for my birthday, but that's it. I ain't going no more. I feel it. All right, so now we have Asia D. Wilson here in just a simple outfit. You can't see the boots, but they're green. They're dope. They're green there. Yeah, happy belated birthday, Imperial. When was your birthday? What game did you go to? Who'd you see? She has some green boots on there, just some regular shorts and a top. I don't know. I just wanted to put her on there because she's my favorite. We have Rakia Jackson. Rakia Jackson is never not going to be on my fit check just because I don't think she ever really misses. Looks like some kind of lace stockings that almost looks like a Chanel suit, but don't get me the line because I don't know. But that's what it looks like to me. Then we have Tina Charles. I put Tina Charles on here because people been lusting after Tina Charles. I see on my timeline. I don't get it, but the girls love her. I mean, Tina Charles be wearing these boots. She has these boots on with every outfit. And whatever it is, the girls love it. But I like this brown. I like the contrast of the colors. But I think that's I wanted to put her on there because people were asking. This picture I love. I had to get Asia again. This picture I love because I love this suit. I just think it's a cute suit. I love how she kind of mixed it up with like a fun kind of midriff shirt. Or it's not called a midriff shirt, but the shirt that's kind of showing off her midriff. So you kind of like make it a little bit more casual than it is. But the suit is dope. I'm not a fan of white dress shoes, but I think it's a dope outfit. Imperial, your birthday was on the 5th. Okay, happy belated birthday. Went to Mystics and Dream on the 3rd. All right. I'm glad you had a good time. Jeremy says, my UConn legend, Tina. Then who else do we have? Oh. Went too far. We got the Barbie. I got to have the Barbie on here. This was her whole Prada outfit. I think she said, I watched her get ready with me. Prada undershirt thing, Prada shirt on top, Prada skirt. And then she didn't remember where she got the boots from, but the boots are fire. Those metallic thigh-high Mary J. Blige boots, love them. Those are dope. And then she had like a metallic purse as well. Dope outfit. I thought it was cute. And then she put the little accessories with the white sunglasses. I thought that was a cute look. Olivia Nelson Odota. Purple is popping. But look at those boots. Look at those boots right there. Like those are kind of dope. I ain't gonna lie. The heel on that is pretty fire. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. The heel on that is dope. Look at that. I'm not seeing any boots like that. That's pretty dope. And just the way the color pops off. I like that. I like it. Who we got next? Oh, Milla. We got my girl Milla. I don't even know. It's some kind of jersey. If she loves this little bubble skirt, this little cheerleader bubble skirt. I just wanted to put Milla on there because that's my girl. Then we got Sanaya Rivers. I put her on here just because, again, people like Sanaya. It was a request, so I put her on here. She's wearing, what do you call those culottes? So they call culottes? Back when I was growing up, they called them culottes. I don't know what they call them now, but her style is very unique. I don't know if I can pull that off, but it looks good on her. Then we have Aaliyah Nye. Aaliyah Nye. This is just regular, casual blue jeans, white top, and those white. I think there's some kitten heels. I don't like kitten heels, but that's all the rage these days. But that's Aaliyah Nye. Then this picture doesn't give it justice to this suit that Aaliyah Edwards had on. In the video, oh my God, the way this thing was reflecting light when she was walking, I think it's made out of, I want to say velvet. I'm not sure, but the suit is tough. The suit is tough. She's wearing it has on an Adidas bag too, but man, the way that was like just looking at it like in real time or real life, not just the picture doesn't give it justice because the lighting's not good. But I thought that was a dope suit. I love me a suit. I love me a power suit. I think it's cute. Then we have, who's this? Ryan Howard in some heel. I don't think I've seen Ryan Howard in heels, so that's why I picked this picture. She always has her little those little belly chains on. But yeah, I just picked that picture of Ryan Howard. Thought it was a cute little picture. Then we have Ray Burrell, another person who always looks good no matter what she wears. I like that color, the little tan, or I guess is more nude, color, but neutral color. A neutral color. I like it. Mini skirt with this long kind of sweater top. I think it's cute. And then this I just put on here because I don't know if y'all saw this, but Naz Hillman, Ryan Howard, and Alicia Gray rolled up in matching, what were those? Corvettes? In matching Corvettes. Those things it was 2 white ones and 1 silver one. It was pretty dope. But I like these outfits as well. I really like what Alicia Gray is wearing. That's something I would wear, to be honest. Tulip says, 3 Musketeers and Corvettes. Good to see Lily happy back in Connecticut. Tulip says, purple is my favorite color, or purple is my fave. It's on the Dream YouTube channel. Yeah, I just didn't get to watch what they were doing, but I saw like a little clip of what was going on. Then what do I have next? Then this was Nigerian night at Chicago Sky. So both E-Will and Michaela Onyenwere are Nigerian. I think that was their moms there. And then the coach, what is her name? What's that coach name? She's a Nigerian coach, but she's on our coaching staff, but I always mess up her name. Is it Nima? Oh my God. Y'all don't fight me because I don't remember that coach's name. I don't remember the coach's name. Put it in the chat. Yeah, Rena. Rena Wakama. Did I say that right? Rena Wakama. I hope I said her name right, but shout out to them on Nigerian night. And I forgot whoever they were playing, but it was some people on the other side that were also Nigerian. I don't remember who they played that night to remember, but I found out that I'm part Nigerian this year in the DNA thing. Oh, okay, cool. I don't think I was, when I took my DNA thing, I didn't have Nigerian there. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't Nigerian. Rena Wakama. Thank you, Tulip. Thank you. And I think that's all the pictures. Yeah, that's all the pictures I had there. So if I had to pick who I want for my fit of the week, we're going back through it again real quick. We got Asia in the white top and the blue jean shorts. We got Rakia in the Chanel number, I think. We got Tina Charles in the brown cargo pants. We have Asia Wilson in this flannel suit. We got the Barbie and Prada down. We got Olivia Nelson-Ododa looking like she's coming out of like she's a spy or something, undercover spy in that purple. We got Mill, and I don't know what kind of jersey that is. I can't really see, but jersey in her cheerleader skirt. We got Sanaya Rivers. We got Aaliyah Nye. Oh, I wish there was a better picture of this suit because that suit was fire. From Aaliyah Edwards. We had Ryan Howard. And we had a Ray Burrell. And I'm not going to rate those two. So who do I pick? Who do I pick? For fit of the week. Fit of the week. Y'all saying Ray Burrell. I think it's a tie. I think it's a tie this week. It's gonna go between Asia with this flannel suit and the Barbie with this metallic. The boots did it for me. The metallic silver boots, thigh high, and they're the good kind of boots. They ain't the boots that sometimes the girls wear the boots and it's all loose up top and they ain't fitting just right. Those boots fit just right. It's just enough slouch. It's just enough length. The skirt, the purse, the glasses, I think it's a complete look. So it's a tie between the Barbie and the GOAT. If I had a better picture of Aaliyah Edwards, I probably would have picked Aaliyah Edwards, but that's my pick this week. So shout out to them. Where's my applause? All right. So that is all I have, I think, for today. Y'all gave second to Reese. Someone gave it to Aaliyah Edwards. Somebody gave it to Ray. Okay. I think that's all I have for today. I don't think I have anything else. The games this weekend have been phenomenal. Again, it is just a full, like these next couple weeks, that's all we have left of the regular season. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of movement happening. Thank y'all for joining me also. Thank y'all for joining me on my pop-up lives where I just be talking from my living room. I think I was live. I forgot what game I was live for, but we were talking during halftime and pregame and after game and stuff like that. That stuff is kind of fun. If y'all enjoy me doing that, just let me know in the chat. Maybe I'll start doing a little bit more of that as I'm available. Definitely if I'm at home and I don't have anything like super pressing, I can definitely hop on live and we can talk during halftime and recap the games after the games. That was fun. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Like Tulip says, like before you leave. If you do like what you've seen and what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It is free. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Let the people know about me and my channel and my show, and let them know we have a good time over here. So I'm going to go check out Tulip after this, and then after that, I'm going to go check out Quita and see if she put the video out about her live reaction to the game today. But other than that, y'all have a good night. Be safe, and I'll catch y'all again. And as always, whether we winning or losing, is always go Skaces. Peace out, y'all.